Clouds and fog play a vital part in the world's water cycle. They store and transport water in amounts that are distributed unequally across the Earth's surface. In some parts of the world, there is no or very little rainfall. But in mountain regions and in the coastal areas of Africa, America, Europe, and Asia, there is a plentiful supply of atmospheric water vapor that can be collected and used. Clouds and fog are like natural wells in the sky, potential sources of clean drinking water for hundreds of thousands of people. The German Waterfoundation has spent 2 years researching and developing the CloudFisher. Fog nets are set up to catch and harvest the countless water droplets floating in the air as vapor. The water obtained in this way can also be used by farmers, for reforestation projects, or in industry. To produce as much water as possible, the wind has to drive the fog into nets. The droplets are caught in the mesh and merge into larger drops, which then fall into the collecting trough below. Depending on the region and the time of year, the daily water harvest is between 4 and 14 litres per square metre of net. It can be a lot more, though. In January 2015, the CloudFisher in Morocco was gathering up to 66 litres per square metre. The area around Mount Boutmesguida in the Anti-Atlas Mountains, near the coastal town of Sidi Ifni, is one of the driest parts of Morocco. The soil quality is poor and water is scarce. It often rains only 3 times a year. The wells continually dry up. Women and girls like Zaina then have to fetch water from the surrounding valleys. Zaina is lucky. She has a donkey to help her. But many women are less fortunate. They have to carry the water home on their own backs, walking long distances in blistering heat. In Africa alone, women and girls spend around 40 billion hours a year fetching water for their families.
قالت لي الترم إجدار كان ساسول الترم وساك سول يبدل وساك يبدل السيستمات اللي أو كان يجا أنتمنى على البروجي ده يبدل عادة دينه ما خدمي سول الترم ميدن سيغير ولا.
Since 2007, the German Waterfoundation has been using fog collectors to obtain drinking water. The CloudFisher, a recent development, marks a decisive breakthrough in sustainable fog harvesting technology. It was installed in November 2013 at an altitude of 1,225 meters on Mount Boutmesguida in Morocco. Over a period of 18 months, experts from the Waterfoundation worked with the industrial designer Peter Trautwein and researchers from the Technical University of Munich to test the steel framework, the net suspension rig and various plastic and steel meshes, assessing their water collection properties and resistance to tearing. Of course, the Waterfoundation didn't say at the outset, we'll develop our own fog collector. They started by looking around for off-the-shelf solutions. They installed those systems in Eritrea, in Nefazit and Arborobu, and quickly found that they couldn't stand up to storms with high wind speeds. And what happens then, when the equipment gets damaged? It stays damaged, because people don't have the means or the know-how and the technical understanding to maintain a system like that. The normal approach is to try to stabilize the seam, the edges of the nets, because that's where the wind impact is concentrated. But it makes better sense to distribute the wind energy across the whole surface. As you can see here from the side, the classic expanders are only hooked in, and the suspension rig is already completed. The brackets are also assembled without tools. They're simply slotted in and pulled down with rubber expanders. That gives you tension from 4 sides on the whole geogrid, or the mesh. It's important to use parts that the people actually doing the assembly, in whatever country, can easily understand. That way, you don't have to spend too much time explaining the system to them, and maintenance is trouble-free. You have to make sure that the people get the message immediately. That, for me, was crucial right from the start. The CloudFisher is the world's first production fog harvester capable of withstanding wind speeds of up to 120 kilometers per hour. It's quick and easy to assemble with just 2 simple tools. All the materials used are food safe. No energy is needed, and the technology is very low maintenance. The water samples tested so far have all complied with the World Health Organization standard. In many parts of the world, people have to contend with water scarcity. Where rainfall is rare but clouds and fog are abundant, the CloudFisher can be used to obtain drinking water. For example, in Australia, Ethiopia, Chile, Eritrea, Iran, Colombia, Morocco, Namibia, Oman, Nepal, North America, Peru, Spain, South Africa, Tanzania, and Yemen.